But what's going on? What's the tea?
Oh my goodness, the tea is that we got to get into some stuff with you because we was sitting here watching.
And I've been on the edge of my seat for so long.
Listen, watching the Circle Atlanta and baby,
Child.
woo, let me tell you.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and open this thing
Wow.
up.
Where do y'all want to start?
Wow.
Who do you want? No, the question is, who do you want me to start reading? That's the question.
We're gonna get into that.
I knew it was gonna come. I knew.
We're gonna get into that real soon, but let's go ahead and open it, y'all. So, welcome to the Raw BJ Podcast presents Independent Music Moment. We are joined once again by the incredible RICO CASSADINE. How you doing?
Hi, it's so wonderful to be back. I've missed you.
I know. Last time we had the pleasure of having you in studio with us. Now we have you via Zoom.
And in between that, we gonna go elsewhere.
Yes, we did.
Right. With some of my good Judies.
Yes, exactly. Almost the whole Pink Gorilla Squad, except for Tia and Gio. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So we love having you on the show, but we're gonna get to your new single, Fake Ass, a little bit later on. But we have got to talk to you about your acting career.
Okay.
Listen, now, the Circle Atlanta, for those of y'all who haven't seen it, check it out. I've watched it on YouTube. I'm not sure. Is it available anywhere else?
It's only on YouTube.
Okay. So, incredible show, y'all. So, on the very first episode of this season here, you found yourself in the middle of some drama.
About to catch case.
First of all, let me clarify that it was not no drama. It was me rectifying situations. Let's clarify that.
Period.
Because it's no drama. It was never drama.
Tell us about that what happened.
Basically, we were doing a event which was hosted. The event, let me clear up a lot of things, first of all, because a lot of bitches came up with a lot of lies, and I just want to clarify, even for the person whose event it was, felt some type of way. So y'all know, y'all my friends, so I could be for real with y'all, because the other place I got to be politically correct. No, bitch, this is home, so I can be as real as I want to be.
We are recording.
So that's fine. Anything I say, I am. The one thing I know what I can say, anything I said once, I can say it twice, 3 times in your face, behind your back, wherever you need me to say it, I can say it again. The event was Wesley Henderson's event. Let me say this 5 times so everybody can get it. What ACTV belongs to Wesley Henderson. Wesley Henderson is the one whose event that was. Wesley Henderson is the creator of ACTV. I just want Wesley Henderson to hear me say that Wesley Henderson had that event. Now, what RICO was a part of in the event was RICO helped facilitate the venue. RICO helped facilitate the DJ. RICO helped facilitate some of the entertainers. RICO helped put some of this together. So RICO helped Wesley Henderson to have his event. I just want to get that out of the way. So in the show, I say that I helped coordinate the event. I just wanted to make sure that I specifically say it out of my mouth. I helped Wesley Henderson coordinate the event. So now I can get that off my chest, because a lot of people have been trying to make it seem like I said that was my event, which I did not. I never once said that was my event. I never once said that I was the person who was running the event. I helped facilitate the event. That's that. Now, first of all, true tea, I was not a part of Circle Atlanta when that happened. I was not a cast member. I was not on the show.
Because I wonder why you because at some point during the show, you kind of walked past them. They were having a conversation, and you just kind of looked, and you was like, what they doing? And you kept going. I was just like, does he not know that these his cast members?
Okay.
I was not on the show. I was not a part of the show. I was not on the show. I was What happened was I was casted for the show and I turned it down.
Okay.
I turned it down because I didn't agree with what they wanted me to come in under. They wanted me to be a friend of the show to someone that I was not going to be a friend of the show to, because of the fact that I'm not about to pretend to be friends with someone I'm better than. Ooh. So, and that goes to Martell, and that was about Martell Starr. That was not happening that way. So
I want to ask you
about
the relationship with him.
I turned it down because of those reasons. And what happened was the event happened. They just so happened to catch me on camera. I was not supposed to be filmed. I was not being followed by cameras, which is why y'all only got to see me go off and you didn't get to see fully what led to me going off.
Right. I felt like there was a lot of, there was something missing right in between the clips. So that's what
It was a lot of things missing. And that was the reason why there were a lot of things missing, because I was not a part of the cast. At the event, the people that were a part of the cast were very rude and very loud and very belligerent, and had their guests. There was a guest that was with one of them, Tevin. His guest was very loud and drunk. And after they got done viewing their show and doing what they wanted to say and say what they wanted to say, what y'all don't see is there's a lineup of people that were supposed to go. So right after them, another cast, which was the Mister, came up there and we showed our episode and we did our talking. Well, doing our episode show viewing and us, talking to the audience, Tevin Martell and his friends were all behind us, like literally right behind where we were sitting, talking and laughing and being loud. What y'all don't see is Wesley, whose event it was, asked several times for them to be quiet over the mic. Then Imani Van Zep also asked several times for them to be quiet on the mic while we were talking. Now, when the mic got to me and it was my turn to speak, I did not want them to have to tell them to be quiet. I got up and politely walked around and told them to shut the fuck up, because it was my turn to talk.
Right.
And you're not, I don't do well. The one thing, I am the sweetest person on earth. Y'all know this. I'm the funniest person alive. The one thing I do not deal with, and I won't deal with, and I don't deal with well, is disrespect. Mm-hmm. Because if I respect you as an adult, you should respect me as an adult.
Period.
And if you don't want to respect me as an adult, I will treat you like a child, and I will beat you like a child. Mm-hmm. Point blank, period. And that's how it was. And no, I would like to say, I'm not saying that I am trying to fight anyone now, because, there are people that watch certain things, i.e. Tevin, and go back and feel like I'm threatening him by saying I would have whooped his ass that night. But that is the fact. I would have. If you would have jumped in my face and you would have tried to say something or touch me in any kind of way, your yarn dreads would have been all over the club.
Not yours.
Wait a minute now. He said that was his real hair. Are you dropping some tea?
I mean, it might be, but it looked like a good sweater up there. So it could be his head, it could be not. I don't know.
Lord have mercy.
It looked like a sweater. As many times as he flipped it, bitch, it was a little dry too. But anyway, yes. I want to clarify that, because it's a lot of back and forth about that whole situation between those people and me. But I just want to clarify that that's how that happened. They were being disrespectful and it was my turn to speak, and I wouldn't tolerate them being disrespectful during my time. Yes, and that's okay, because bitch, I worked very hard and I studied my lines and I learned my character, and I worked very hard as an actor to sit there and discuss what I put on that screen. And I should have every bit of respect and everyone's attention that was there, because of the fact that I gave every single person that sat up there the exact same attention and courtesy and respect.
And they had their time too. So it's not like when they were speaking
and went over their time.
Everybody else was talking.
And went over their time, because Tevin was not even slated to perform. He just did that out of nowhere. Right, all off key and everything. So for him to do that, for him to do that was very disrespectful to the actual artists that were slated to perform. We didn't ask you to do that. You shouldn't have did it. But hey, God knows that's the best you got, because you claim you was on American Idol, which nobody can find no footage. So I don't know. We making up lies and stuff. So I don't know. So you needed that moment. You needed that moment. So you can have that moment. That's okay. Because at the end of the day, you still right there where you are. Nobody knows you.
Period.
But I don't tolerate disrespect at all either. So I'm on the same page with that. Now, I did see something that was like a little bit confusing. It was like, because Martell was back there talking with people. That's the part that I saw. He was back there taking pictures of everybody, talking with everybody. And then when you came back around, he was like, Rico.
Yeah, like he
Rico,
was trying
this is not the time. This is not the place. And then in the
because they've never seen me upset. Like that. Those aren't my friends. Those aren't people that I hang around with. These are people that I work with. So you've only seen one side of me, which is the professional side.
Right.
So they got nervous when they saw the South Side of Atlanta come out. Because they're not used to,
Camp Creek.
Right. They're not used to seeing College Park, Washington Road, Camp Creek come out like that. I don't tend to show that to them because I don't have to. But I let a bitch know that you will get checked, and I will check you right in your face, and I'm not going to say nothing about it. You're going to either do what I ask or you can leave.
Yeah. And I do feel as though they should have, like, here's the thing. When you go out with people, if they're your group, you have some kind of, like, feel some kind of protection over your group. And you're also responsible because you're a reflection of the group. So when the other person was over there doing all that extra stuff, that rah-rah shit, somebody should have felt the onus to say, not even if they didn't agree with you, not that part, but just decorum for us as a group. Now we as a group look a certain way because now you on the other side of what could be a great big altercation at an event where everybody's supposed to have decorum. This is a Black excellence type of event. You get what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, you can't take trash out of the gutter and expect it to be something good. So people like that, people like them, they're not used to certain things. They're not used to being around certain people and carrying yourself a certain way. I can't fault them for being ghetto. I can't fault them for being fake and sedity, like they really know it. Tevin, baby, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was your friend. And I don't care that was the person you was dating at the time, which y'all will find out later on in the season, because he lied and said that he didn't even know that person or come with that person. But you was dating this person while we were filming. But that's a whole nother story. You know what, y'all? I don't want to keep talking about those trash bags, because at the end of the day, we be respectful. We all are doing the same thing. We all are trying to break into this industry. We all are nobodies. We all are still fighting for people to know who we are. So don't disrespect somebody who's fighting just as hard as you.
Right. If not more so. If not fighting harder.
Period. That's all I got to say about that incident, because it really ain't even worth talking about. I just basically checked some kids and told them to stay in their lane.
Period. Right. And I love the little dollop of pettiness on top performing Problem Child.
Yes.
Listen, it's so much.
It's actually a funny story. It's a funny story about that. Because of the fact that they were so late and we started so late, I was going to cut my number so the other performers could go. But after that happened, I was so pissed and so angry. They was like, well, Rico, do you still want to perform? Yes, just put my song on. Let me just get on the stage and get this out. So, yeah, that's how I ended up performing that song. And yeah, that was petty.
It gave exactly what it was supposed to, honey. When I tell you that was an interactive song.
Right, okay.
Because You went, and for the people in the back, who want
to with our back? I was like, oh my God, Rico.
All I heard when you went back there, I didn't know which way it was gonna go.
Right.
So you was saying who wanted who with it, I'm about it. But all I heard was whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. I said, Lord, I was like, he gonna catch that case. I ain't know what was gonna happen when you went back
and you saw
that beat drop. I was like, no, he ain't. Not the performance. I said, no, he ain't. I said, oh, King of Petty.
Only thing missing was Lil Jon doing a cameo of knocking heads off.
Okay. We love it.
Cause baby, that was so funny. And then I had everybody. Carl was there. Rico with a K was there. All my friends were actually there, and they were like, they understood because they understood. And they weren't, they was like, Rico, you know what? I would have said, I would have been mad, I would have been disappointed, but no, bitch, that's you. I mean, I can't be upset. You say that's you, we seen it now.
Right, period. So I will say that it was nice to see footage of you as the Tanila Cassadine.
My alter ego,
Yes. It was. I mean, I was like, okay, because I had never seen like any footage of you, in your drag days, and I said, okay. I said, put on the show then. I said, yes, it was awesome. Would you ever like consider doing like a one last like share goodbye tour?
What about for a special occasion for someone else? Like if some.
What if RuPaul herself called you and was like, no, just a handshake, no?
What about at my wedding reception?
What about if we paid you?
Trust me, I've had people offer to pay me some good money to get back up in, and I was like,
Okay, so the question now is, why not?
I feel like that's something that y'all will learn later on. Okay. Just know that the Circle Atlanta is not my only way of telling my story.
Right.
Okay. So just be on the. I don't know if you've seen the web series, Web Lyfe Atlanta.
Web Lyfe
Atlanta.
No.
Well, that's another reality series that just premiered Tuesday that I'm in.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like WEBLIFE, Web Lyfe.
It's LYFE. So it's spelled different. I'll send it to you.
Like Lyfe Jennings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Okay.
Yes, and that one has one of my good girlfriends. She's a trans woman. Her name is Nicole. She's an actress. It has Carl Lazon, another rapper actor that I'm friends with. It stars Antonio Benjamin, and we have a trans man who he's so fine. His name is Stacy. Like if you see him, he's a bodybuilder. He's a professional bodybuilder. He's a competing, like he competes in bodybuilding pageants. So, well, I call them pageants, but you know, the competitions. Right. And then we have the actor, adult entertainer, and exotic dancer Mustang. So, it's a really good cast.
That's a lot of jobs.
Right. But the thing about it is the drama on that show is different because we actually knew each other. See, the difference between the Circle and this series is the Circle, we literally did not know who we were meeting.
Right.
And it just so happened that I knew a lot of people from just being in Atlanta and working in Atlanta, like with Alyssa. Me and Alyssa used to perform. I've known her for over 10-something years.
Right.
So it's like it's the Circle was a mess, child.
The Circle was giving me very much the Real World / College Hill vibes because nobody knew who was who. Like, you know, when they get to the house and nobody knows who come into the house, and then motherfuckers just start walking in and picking rooms. Like that's what it was like the first episode. I'm like, y'all real deal don't fucking know. And then Alyssa shows up and she's like, oh, this is my first day on the job. I said,
okay.
Right.
They call people on different damn days.
I will say that.
We did. We literally, the episode that drops today or tomorrow is the first episode where the whole cast gets to know, well, at least everybody will finally be around each other in some way, shape, or form.
Wow.
And we 6 episodes in, and it's the first time that everybody's together.
So there's more people after the friend brunch.
Well, it's not that it's more people.
Because Cash wasn't there. Yeah, that's right.
So this episode, Cash comes to Melly B's party. Melly B is throwing a party at his house, and this is the episode that Cash comes on. And I know Cash. And I mean, I've known Cash because I know JD and I know JD Blackstone and I know all of them just from like working at the club and just hanging out with them. So when I saw him, it was like, oh, hey, brother, what's up? It was already I know who this is. So it didn't surprise me. Yeah. So most of the people that I'm cool with, I already knew. So it was, it's crazy.
Okay.
I feel it.
So we have got a chance to find out a lot about you on this show. What's up with this event coordinating venture that you going on, the speed dating event that you had? And will there be more events, more speed dating events? Tell us about that.
Well, the speed dating event came up just because I thought it would be something fun, because I'm always dating and just trying to figure out a different way to meet people, because like I say, I'm really not a person that goes out a lot or hangs out a lot, so I don't meet a lot of people. So I was like, it sounded fun, and production was like, well, we have a girl that could put something together like that, since that's the kind of event you want to throw. So that's how we linked up. And when you see it, it's funny. It's really funny. It's very funny. I can't give too much, but it's hilarious.
Mulatto strikes me as a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like a very into.
Well,
from what I've seen, let me say, from what I've seen, she seems very intuitive and wants to know like what you need and can get it done, can show up on time, and get this, that, and the third in place. Am I wrong? Am I seeing
Let me
wrong?
No, you're definitely not, because to be fair, even now, still after filming, I'm still like, I really just reached out to Mulatto today to help me put together an event that I have coming up in a couple of months. So like, she really, like, I'm literally legit when I say she know her shit. She on her shit. Like, she really is legitimate about her work. Like, she's for real.
Yeah, and she is building her empire. Wants to put out that magazine. Her wife seems like a supportive person, like by her side for shit. Like, I haven't seen a lot of spouses show up for stuff on like reality shows and really be like with them. Like, with them.
Right. No, like Mulatto says that's her best friend. That she's not lying. That's Melissa is her best friend. Like, I love hanging out with both of them because they're both like, we hung out for Mulatto's birthday, and they're really like so cute together. Like, they're so like, you could tell you could tell that they're friends and they're in love, and it's so sweet and so sickening every time I see them together.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Any other events that you got coming up? Are you starting your own event planning business? Like, how far are you trying to take this?
I wouldn't say. I'm dibbling. You know me, like I always say, I always keep a different stream of revenue, and I always tap my feet in different waters. So it's actually something that I did prior to me actually doing this. It's not my first time doing it. I used to run 3 clubs here in Atlanta back when I was a performer. So I had my own club nights. So it's not something new. is that I'm trying to take it on a different level now by like, I'm trying to put together a concert right now, a LGBT based concert. And, you know, I'm looking for different venues, like real venues, and like searching for different companies to come in and help partner with. So it could be like a very big thing.
Okay. Definitely. We want to be in attendance for that.
Okay,
Can't wait to see what you do.
Of course, y'all can be correspondents.
Hey.
Red carpet interviewers.
You know we gonna turn up.
I gotta find me a new wig and a smaller dress.
Right.
Okay. So,
and I mean, it's that's something I'm actually excited about, because I always say, I love to like give back and to help and, you know, put people on. And I feel like we need more visibility, and I have the friends and I have the means to make shit shake. So why not?
right.
And you're good at bringing people together, like all different backgrounds of people together. And it's the
Right.
that makes things happen. I love it.
That's what I'm hoping.
So I do want to know. I got one more question about the circle. Okay, because listen. Okay, let me mention like the first episode when everything was going on. I was in the restroom, okay, listening to the show. And when I heard you get up and you was all that commotion and it was like, no, Rico, no. I got up, then he wiped my ass to come see. I was like, what the hell going on in here? Like, I am hooked.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking
Listen,
lying.
I had to see, okay? I was like, fucking rewind. Like, what's going on? Like, it's got me really hooked. But I want to know, because your reaction was so hilarious. When all that drama was going on at the friend brunch with Jewel and what's his name?
Mel.
Melly B.
What was going through your mind up until the point where you started trying to like mediate the situation? Because your back and forth, like
it was
watching
like
a tennis match.
Marina, your turn.
If you notice, it was me and Alyssa.
Venus, you.
If you look at it, me and Alyssa was basically going like this at the same time.
Yes.
Looking like the United Nations. Should we step in? Should we help somebody? Should we step in?
Let me tell you, that's why I say, let me tell you, when you are a friend with somebody, it don't matter how long y'all ain't seen each other, y'all will click and be back on the same fucking wavelength when y'all get around each other. The funny thing is, and me and Alyssa both still laugh about it because we watch it back and laugh all the time. We literally were both thinking in our heads, what the fuck did we just get into? Because mind you, we had just met. I just met Jewel for real there. I didn't know who Melly B was. So I'm just sitting there watching these two go back and forth. And in my head, I'm going, oh, he is reading the shit out of her.
Girl, what?
Oh. I'm just trying to put two and two together, like trying to get all of the story. And in my head, and what y'all don't see is that me and Alyssa off camera, I had looked over, I said, bitch, he is reading the shit out of her. She said, bitch. That's why we was like, and then I don't know if y'all caught it. When he had said, and you called Alyssa a Mexican, me and Alyssa both looked at her like,
yes,
the fuck?
I saw that.
I thought that was gonna be like a needle scratch music stop. Okay. I thought they was gonna add that in. You know how people be adding like
sound effects.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be
yeah. Like, bitch, you said what? I saw y'all both look too.
Right. I thought somebody was gonna insert the book.
We both. When I tell you, me and my sister both looked at her like, you said what? Because what y'all don't know is that a lot of things didn't get put on camera. If you remember earlier when she was sitting down talking to us when we were sitting at the table, she made the little joke about tequila, and she said something about it's the Mexican in you. Right. We laughed at it, but what y'all didn't, well, I think y'all did see, because right after we laughed, it was like an awkward silence.
Yes.
We laughed, and then it was like right after that, I turned my back to her, and we looked at. I was like, and then after she got up, I looked at her, I said, "What did she just say?" And then Alyssa was like, "Girl, I ain't." And then we went to the table. So y'all gotta understand, some of that she was saying, like, and we didn't know none of that happened on like the first 2 episodes that was said. So we were blindsided, and I don't even know if they caught me when she said she was a witch. I sat back like that. I was like,
what in the Lovecraft country is going on?
Yeah. I was like,
I lie to you not. In my head, I promise y'all, I was saying, what the fuck is this shit?
She a whole
what the fuck is I got my stencil? That bitch said she was a witch. I was like, I said, and it was so funny because I told Alyssa, I said, "Oh, is she talking like Sabrina witch?" Bitch. And then when Alyssa, she had brought the crystals out, Alyssa said, "Yeah, she got crystals." I was like, mind you, and we got to smoke, and we got to smoke while we were filming. So I had smoked. So I was high as hell, and I was like, "This bitch said she is a witch."
Enjoying the show, goddamn.
Right, just stuck.
So when I tell you, baby, he was reading her goddamn face off. I was like, I said, I know this nigga.
Daddy Mama had said that wig line was back here. I said, oh. And then when I saw the pictures of it actually, when we watched it, and I actually saw where her wig was sitting, I was like, oh, you did have a push back.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And that bitch said she was a witch, and then they switched to a confessional of male. I was like, ain't no surprise you a witch. You still look like a fucking witch. I was like, oh my God. Listen, I love the show, y'all. If you haven't seen it, y'all got to check out the Circle Atlanta.
Get your ass to YouTube.
What is episode 6 drops? You said today or tomorrow?
Tonight or tomorrow, one or the other.
Tonight, tomorrow, yeah, because we've watched. I gotta finish watching episode 5, but
when y'all get in the break room, y'all find it.
Listen, it's definitely worth it, y'all. But
you'll be caught up from the first episode. You'll be all caught up inside.
Listen, it's worth it.
Hello.
I want to talk about your other show, The Mister. So
yay.
So confession, we haven't seen except for like maybe one episode, but we have realized
5 kids between us.
Hello,
5 kids between
us, and yeah, it's
2 that are under 6.
Okay. So, but we definitely are gonna start binge watching ASAP. So I want you to explain to us, for those who haven't seen it, your role in the show and the plot of the show.
Okay, so The Mister is about a character named Hayden who falls in love with a guy who's married in a polygamous relationship. And the guy in a polygamous relationship no longer wants to be with him. So it's the struggles and the ups and downs about them being together. And then you meet Hayden's friends. You meet Avery, Jesse, and Ryan. And each character has their own dilemma. Ryan's a drunk, Avery's bisexual, and he doesn't know what he wants. And my character, Jesse, is a very loud, upfront, unapologetically gay Black man that cares about his friends and loves his friends and wants the best for his friends, but sometimes gets in their way. And I have my character has father issues. His mother died of cancer. His father does not accept the fact that he's gay and does not like it. And he has a sister who took him in when he got kicked out and stayed there and, nurtured him and stuff like that. So that's my character. And I'm Hayden's best friend. And a lot of shit goes with that. I get into his relationship and don't like the boy and try to break him up, but because I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing for my friend. It's a very fun show. It's a very freeing show. I think people relate to it a lot because it's very realistic. Like, even though the topics don't sound realistic, the characters are people you could gravitate towards, because everybody got a friend like Jesse. Everybody got that loud, let's go, girl, let's turn on, what's up? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, whole lot.
Right. And we all have that one friend that thinks they know it all and they are always right. And well, but so it's like that. So I think The Mister is like one of the funnest shows. It's the first show I did, but it's so fun because that character helped me become comfortable with who I am in an instance. And it's the reason why the whole push for body positivity, because I got to be confident behind a character to prove a point. But then I learned in real life, I could do the same thing. I could still feel the exact same way, and it doesn't have to be a character. It could be exactly myself being me, and it's okay because I'm me.
Right.
If that
I
makes
love
sense.
the fuck out of this concept.
I do too.
All together.
And so you've been on for all 3 seasons, correct?
Well, we on 2. We're going. Season 3 is coming.
Well, season 3
but we haven't started
2.
filming yet.
Okay, and you're
and
coming
season
back
2 was my favorite season.
Huh?
Season 2 was his favorite season.
Season 2, yeah.
Because y'all got a little bit more into the characters and the plot and everything thickened and.
Yes, and I feel like he fleshed out the characters so well in season 2, because you learn a lot about each character.
Oh Lord!
Sorry, I forgot where I was.
I'm gonna take that to mean that the season has a bunch of twists and turns.
Right, this season.
It has a bunch of twists and turns. It has a bunch of moments. Like, it was moments that I had to tap into. Like, I really feel like Wesley tried to challenge me as an actor, because there's a scene where I'm talking to my father and I'm confessing to him that, I love you, you're my dad, and he reads a letter that my mom wrote that she sent to me, or I found, or however it went, and it explains to me on her dying bed, her asking for my forgiveness for not understanding who I was. And when my father reads it, he has a moment of aha, and we sit there and it's like my sister's crying and I'm crying and my father's crying. It was like one of those type moments, and it was like filming it was so weird because it was like it got so thick and heavy quick.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it was like you could feel like, bitch, that was fun. That was the funnest moment, because the guy who plays my father is an acting coach. His name is Wesley too. His name is Coach Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman who plays my sister, she's an actress too. She's a professional trained actress. She's been in real shows. So to sit there and have to be around them, and it was like I felt like I had to step my game up. And Coach Wesley was like, that after we finished filming, he was like, that's how it's supposed to feel after you do something like that. It was so heavy. That whole room was like so heavy. So yeah, season 2 really stretches all of our acting abilities. Like, it goes really in depth with each person. And I feel like it ties the stories up in a way where it's entertaining, it's funny, but Jesse's not always funny. He's not the funny one no more. He's actually got more than just one-liners. You see him cry. You see him working. You see him have sex.
Okay.
Do it all.
I start off season 2 with him. I start off season 2, but Buki naked.
But Buki naked.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh goodness. So are there any like characteristics or parts of this character that you relate to in real life?
Yeah, everything. Jesse is just an extra version of me.
That's what I was
That's
thinking
why
too.
actually he's like me to the 10th. He's like the gay me. Like he's me like,
okay.
yes, girl, yes, ma'am. She like it could go there. It could go there, but it ain't like that's my normal go-to. So that's why I said I liked playing him, because it was like I didn't have to feel like I had to be masculine just to be like I felt like I could just do it and be okay.
Right.
Like I felt like I didn't have to be judged or somebody was gonna say, "Oh, you too feminine." Girl, I don't give a fuck. It's a character. And then it started like after keep doing it and doing it, I started feeling like that every day. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Bitch, if I want to sing City Girls and twerk my ass, bitch, I can still do that. Throw that hand up, cock that leg back, get the twerking.
Okay.
And still look like I beat your ass.
Period.
So that's why I said I like playing that character. That's one of my favorite roles I played.
Love it.
I can't wait to get into this.
So y'all can find the Mister on ACTV, correct? Yes, ACTV.
Yes, ACT. It's an app. It's an
It's an
ACTV app.
I believe it's what, $8 a month. Y'all can check out the
yes.
subscription plans there. Love it, like love it. The last question before we hop into this music.
Yes.
What do you feel are some of the biggest differences between being acting on the Mister and then doing a reality television?
The Mr. Scripted, I'm told what to do. Reality, I gotta remember that I can go to jail. And that's some true shit. Now that's real true. Cause you can forget sometimes. Like once you get to when you see it, the circle gets a lot juicier now. I will tell you, it gets a lot juicier. And it's some moments where some people could have went to jail. And mind you, the funny part about it is we shot the Mister in literally 4 weeks. I mean, not the Mister, the Circle Atlanta in 4 weeks. Yeah. Wow. So in 4 weeks, you got all that out of people that just met.
That's crazy.
Right.
Because the stuff I seen.
Right.
I don't know what y'all would do with a whole summer.
Shit.
Right. I don't think we would have, if we had the Circle New York films like for 6 months or something like that. I don't think we could have made it. I don't think that would have happened. Like, it definitely would have not happened, because even after the fact, we get into it after the fact. Episodes ain't even out and people are arguing with each other. And I'm like, how you mad and we already filmed this?
So how many more episodes are left for this season?
14. I mean, well, it's 14 episodes in total.
Okay. So we still have a ways to go.
We ain't even halfway.
Right. Okay. Well, we can't wait to see. Well, I mean, I'm listening. I'm tuning in. I think they drop it every 2 weeks, right?
No, you might as well say every 2 weeks.
It's 14 episodes of juice.
Yes.
for 4 weeks.
Listen, I think we're going to have to start covering this show on the show, on our show. When we talk about the juice,
we're gonna have to call it Circle Up or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
this
full
is
circle.
Right.
So, okay, moving on. Multi-talented is definitely a word that we can call you.
Multi-talented, multifaceted, all that.
Let's get into this latest, newest single of yours. I love it to death. Fake Ass. Was this song inspired by
any
the
series of
circle?
events,
any certain people?
Any particular life experiences that have recently occurred,
wink,
whether
wink.
on camera or off camera in Atlanta?
Well, we can say I was just addressing. We can say in that song I was just addressing anyone who needs to be addressed. If you feel that applies to you, then it applies to you. That's all I gotta say about that song. Because that can go to anybody, actually.
Okay. Well, let's not keep the people waiting. Why don't you go ahead and introduce it, y'all?
Okay, everybody. My name is RICO CASSADINE. This is my new single, Fake Ass. You know what? All I need to say is if you a bitch nigga that can't get that book out your chest,
get that book out.
Then this song goes out to you.
Yeah. Rico. Prince of the South, ho. Smoking mean, smoking loud, OG. Kush cone down south, it's the draw for me. Run your mouth, put your ass in check. Fake nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest. Stand at attention when I am straight spitting. I am the captain and you better listen. Straight from the A with a country and swing. Got a few niggas that pop off that thing. Riding on that with a beat in the bag. Speakers on blast with that rat-tat-tat-tat. Riding through the 10-10 East Point dripping. Better watch your mouth before you come up missing. Real ass hustler, better pay attention. Another so lost cause you came up slipping. Keep your ass off of that Washington road. Niggas will take you for all of that dough. CP next, what the fuck don't you know? Got a few niggas that cook up the woe. Just so you know, yes I'm a threat. Call up your nigga, put your ass in shit like smoking mean, smoking loud, OG. Kush cone down south, it's the draw for me. Run your mouth, put your ass in check. Fake nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga ain't half of me. It baffles me. You motherfucking trash to me. Come on now, you can't even catch the beat. Out here trying to be courageous. Stacy and all that fake shit. A classic nigga came and say so I paid it. Nigga on my dick like a bitch in heat. You a mud, I can't fuck with no inbreed. You can never be my pedigree. You'll never be half of me. Niggas say they down and they switch sides. Hating on the low, nigga, you the snake tie. Way riding cause you know that your shit weak. Fuck niggas off for dinner, tell us beat. Always talking big shit with no hands though. Fuck nigga get hit with the techno. Smoking mean, smoking loud, OG. Kush cone down south, it's the draw for me. Run your mouth, put your ass in check. Fake nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that book out your chest.
Listen, Prince of the South,
yes,
king of the motherfucking ad-libs.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's the fact that you wear many hats, but you wear them well.
Yes.
You wear every hat well.
Thank you.
Rico, when do you get time to sleep when Chad want to go eat?
Right, basically.
Chad, where you want to go eat? I need a nap.
Right. Listen.
Let me tell you, I am the king of naps. I will say that.
You need to be.
You be
got
tired.
so
you
much
got all the
going
stuff you
on.
doing.
Working double shifts, working with 2 reality shows,
and people working your damn nerves.
Scripted shows.
I be exhausted.
Singles, you know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out of jail.
How do people that come late start the most shit? You late? Sit the fuck down.
Okay, and they showed up late. Listen, with all this going on, I still want to know and have to ask, where the hell is the album, Rihanna?
It's because you always work.
Okay.
Right.
You're not about to single us.
Well,
we want a whole body of work. Okay.
He be doing like the dealers when they're waiting for the product. I'm gonna give you a taste.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a taste.
Right. I'm gonna give you samples.
You just giving us a little, and we want the.
He gave us
a sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there.
What you say?
A little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there.
No, we want the whole cake, not the sprinkles.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. A project is in the works. I'm just taking my time because my sound is changing. It's ever changing. This song doesn't sound like Ooh Lord. Ooh Lord doesn't sound like Problem Child. I'm ever changing when it comes to my music style, my writing. So that's why I think I do a lot of I drop a lot of stuff, is because I'm letting people hear where I am right now in my life and in my craft. So I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to blend all that together. And I just want to take my time and just write. And what feels right. Because a lot of stuff that's coming out that I'm doing is more personal.
Right.
I just had the death of my grandmother a couple of weeks ago, and just the vibe and things of where I am is starting to become a little bit more personal. So you still gonna get but I want y'all to hear my voice instead of hearing me yell at you. I want you to actually feel me, feel my voice. So I'm trying to blend all that together. So it's coming. You can't rush perfection.
I mean,
yeah, but we could put a post-it on the window.
You're right. I will.
Because we be out here fiending. We
ain't gonna stop asking
for some stuff.
It's been too long since Ooh Lord, and then just like how long?
People damn near be scratching their neck asking us. He came out with that album yet?
Right.
You got some bars I can hear.
I mean, but
right.
But my thing is, I think I wanna take my time. I do. I want to take my time, but I also want to thoroughly give people quality. And like with the release of this single, I really think this is a great song. It needs to be pushed. It needs to get a visual. You know what I'm saying? I want to give everything I do. I want to give it its time. Ooh Lord, I gave Ooh Lord its time. I Ooh Lord it around the country. So I think I just wanted to give a different vibe this go round with this vibe, because I feel like this is real deep South sounding.
Yes.
Like real deep South. So I want to give this some time to play. I want to play with it. I want to give y'all visuals. Like I'm working on myself. I'm working on my body. Like as you saw on the circle, I was a dancer. I could dance. So it's like, why not give y'all the type of stuff I can do? Like give y'all a video, give y'all a bop for real. So I just want to give everything its time, but music is coming. But when I drop that project, Yeah.
Is the haters gonna be mad or not?
They gonna be tight as hell.
They gonna be so tight. And especially how it's gonna roll out. Because y'all gonna be able to see it.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be able to see the whole process.
We just gotta keep our
Just stay
glasses
tuned.
clean so we can see.
They're gonna be tighter than 2-pound titties in an
Just
8-cut
stay
bra.
tuned.
That's tight.
Oh, they gonna be paid. They gonna be mad. They gonna be mad. But I'm going to love the process of putting it together, and I'm gonna love the story it's going to tell, and I'm gonna love the fact that people are going to see the process. They're going to see the story be written, and then they're gonna get the released version. That's what I'm excited about.
Yes.
I'm just very happy with your journey and your growth.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a blessing on our end to see the evolution as it comes and the progression. And we pray for y'all, like what y'all do with Pink Gorilla and then what y'all do separately. Like it's not just with Pink Gorilla that y'all are able to do stuff. Like as individuals, I'm just so blown away. Like I've seen you perform in person. If you don't do it again, I do feel sad for me, but happy for you because of your reason behind not doing it anymore. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to. I don't know. It's weird. It's like when your kids go to school. Like you want them to go to school, but then on the other end, you don't want to stay home and build blocks with me. You don't want to perform just one more time.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't want to be the weirdo that's like, put the dress on.
Right.
But I know how great it was. I was there.
I get the heels. Get up.
Just the 3-inch heels.
But I feel like also it might come a time where there is closure for a lot of people with that chapter, where I can actually explain myself to where people can understand why and how and where it all came from. Because I feel like if people knew the reasons for it and the reasons why, they would, feel a little bit more proud of where I am now.
Right. I think that's necessary because people, when they fall in love with your performance and when they're drawn to you as an individual, everybody who's really a fan is always going to want the progression and the best for you. So as that unfolds and we start to get more and more intimate as far as where you're at and where you're going and you closing this door to open this door, we're just happy for the journey. Yes. And thank you for taking us on the journey because it's a very brave thing to let people this far in to know these types of things about, like, it's deep. It's past personal. It's like it's like in somebody's soul damn near to see their, like, all this stuff, like.
Right, because I fought very heavy about talking about that because I felt like that it's already a hard road that I have now as a rapper, a gay male rapper. And I'm not even talking about in the community as in the heterosexual community. I'm talking about in my own community because I'm already a plus size male who's not the typically looked at as sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Right. Competing against guys who are looked at as sexual, whose music might not be as good, but they get by because of their looks. And like I posted something about that today, I don't have to rely on my looks. I can really let my talent back me up. But I was really nervous about opening that part of me because of the fact that I didn't want somebody to try to take that and weaponize it against me.
Right. It's vulnerability at its greatest point.
So I felt it was my place to put it out there and to explain it so no one can try to turn it around and weaponize it against me, because you look stupid saying something about it or trying to use it in a derogatory way after people already know what's the reason for.
Right.
So I don't know. I just I just thought if I could be the realest, authentic version of me and just let people, because like I said, I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't have a lot of friends because I don't trust a lot of people. But I also feel if it's someone like me out there, there should be you should be able to see yourself in someone. And I have a journey and a story that somebody might have. Right. And I feel like even though I'm a very private person, I feel like in my mind, I feel like it's my duty to like allow people to see me do what I do, or see my struggles, or see me go through what I go through, because I'm a firm believer of following your dream, no matter how hard it is. And like I tell a lot of my friends, never give up on, or never wait or push back something that makes you happy.
Right.
So I feel like if I can show my journey, I have to show it authentically, and I have to show everything that came with it and comes with it, because it's not easy. I still have my insecurities. I still have my own demons I fought. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing the best that I can to make sure I'm happy every single day.
Yeah.
And I think we need to see more people fight to be happy in our community.
Right.
Yes.
It's a message that needs to be seen, but representation does matter.
Yes.
So you putting it out there like that is helping numbers and numbers of people. It's not just, it's not just even in one community. That message is transcendent.
And not that fake
everybody.
happiness that seems to have a hold on our community.
The fact that you have to fight for it is real.
Right.
That's honest. People don't all wake up happy.
And it ain't right. Every day is a struggle. Like, I just feel like I want to be as real as possible when it comes to telling my story.
It's refreshing. It's different.
Right. Because I'm not messy. My biggest thing is I've always taught myself to see both sides of every situation. Somebody could be dead ass wrong, but I'm a see in my head, I'm going to try to put myself in your shoes to see how the hell that made sense.
That's hard to do.
Right.
I get
right.
I try to do it, but I don't always succeed. I'm not gonna lie. I be trying to be the bigger person, and I be trying.
And I feel like it's okay to show some mess. It's okay to show some argument, but I'm big on conflict resolution. If I'm going to argue with you on this show, I want to come to some kind of resolution to what we going to do. Are we going to just be amicable and just not deal with each other, or can we have a mutual respect for each other, or can you understand can you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna sit there, and if you're willing to understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna sit there and hear you, and I'm gonna try to digest what you're saying and see your side of the point of view. It's only when you just want to be an ass and don't want to say you want to understand mine too is when I'm gonna be a little kid about the situation. But I try my best. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't see a lot of that on shows, especially with our people. Like, take G Status. G Status, you never see conflict resolution. It's always fight, 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 fight. And, even with a little bit of chasing Atlanta last season, they had conflict resolution. It got to fighting, but they had conflict resolution. They came together and were adults enough to sit there and talk about the situation. That's my message. We might get into it. We might argue. We might have to touch each other. But at the end of the day, when we step back and really think about the things that we could lose, we should be able to come together and have a conversation about why it went so far.
Right.
I mean, grown people, yeah.
Exactly. Mature people.
Right.
And that's my goal when it comes to doing reality. I just want to show that. I want to be my real authentic self and let people see how I will handle real life situations.
Right.
and see that we can all be adults about things. We can be adults and we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. The one thing I've learned working in this industry, I'm not going to agree with everybody's point of view on everything, but that doesn't mean I have to try to change their mind because of the fact that that's what I believe in. No, I understand that you believe in something. Do I agree with it? No. But do I respect you as a person? Sure. Because I have to work with you. Will I hang out with you and talk to you in my everyday life? No. Just because I don't agree with you right now.
Right. It's kind of breaking up a little bit.
Probably in a bad area. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. It's just like an echo.
It just started happening.
Yeah, it just started happening.
It's better.
No, it's the same. But that sounds like whatever. What is that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We sound loud.
There we go.
We do sound loud. Okay.
But yeah, that's all. I just want people to see that there's a different way that we can handle conflicts in this community.
Right. Okay. Well, was there anything else you wanted to ask, Rico?
Yes.
Okay.
When are we going to JJ's?
Lord have mercy.
I think I've been very clear about us going to JJ.
Inbox me, sister.
Okay.
Listen.
It'll be sister and the cast of the mister.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Rico, was there anything that you wanted to, any last thing you wanted to say before we wrap up?
Just be on the lookout. Please support. Keep supporting, showing your love. I love you guys. Anytime y'all want me home, anytime y'all want me back, y'all know y'all can have me. I had to pull over in the parking lot to make sure I was here for this interview. That's how much I care about y'all. So just keep supporting, and I thank you guys for everything that y'all do and the love that you show. And I just can't wait to come back. Maybe I can come back in a couple of months and give some more exclusive teas about some things.
Yeah, well, listen, we're gonna have you back to talk about the circle, definitely, because there's a lot we have not seen, and of course that means that there's a lot that you cannot talk about just yet. So
yeah.
So in a couple of months we'll be able to talk about it.
Hello.
Right. I can agree to that.
It'll be damn near full circle by then.
Okay.
Oh, because the reunion is good. The reunion's already filmed too.
Oh, no. What? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Okay.
And then we can go to JJ.
Right.
Yo, Rico, tell them where to find you at on social media, your music, and your film work.
Well, you can find me on social media. Rico_Cassadine_ is my Instagram. Rico_Cassadine is Twitter. No freak Twitter. I don't got none of them. Facebook is Rico Cassadine. You can find me on AOL, Tidal, Spotify, all streaming platforms as Rico Cassadine. That's RICO CASSADINE. Not Cassadine, Cassadine. And that's on all streaming platforms.
5 stars.
Period.
And make sure you get that new single Fake Ass out right now. Like right now.
Right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Y'all get that buck out your chest. Okay.
Get that book out your chest. Get that book out your chest.
Love it. Well, y'all heard it here first.
I'll take offline.
Rico, we definitely appreciate having you on here. We definitely love you.
You so much.
And
I love you too.
We can't wait to get you back on here to get to the bottom of this tea, man.
I do have just one last question. I promise.
Is it about
Come
JJ?
Come on. I got time.
Since you are no longer performing, do you have any large-footed, nice-looking shoes for women that I can have, or any wigs that you have you have not yet thrown out?
Baby, that was over 6 years ago. All that stuff is gone. Gone. Good and gone. Good and in the dumpster.
That was over 6 years ago, Rika. So that was like, you was like 12, right?
No, I was like in my 20s. I started doing
You
drag.
don't remember the last interview,
When you was like, I was
You didn't want to reveal your age, remember?
Right.
12 was hard.
Yeah, right. It was
12,
hard.
yeah, I was hard 12. Well, shit, I'm good now. I'm a good solid 25 right now. I had started when I was 12.
Right, see?
Right, because I'm 25.
Love it. All right, y'all. So we definitely have had fun. Rico's high. I'm high. So
Yeah.
I'm high on y'all.
Right.
High on life.
Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in for another Raw BJ. What is this? Independent music moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For tuning in that we presented.
And remember, home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you.
Period. So y'all bring your ass back next time, and we will all come together.
Peace.
Bye. Bye, Rico.
Bye. See y'all later.
All right,
We will.
be
We're gonna
safe.
hit
We
you
love
up
you.
about JJ.
All right. Inbox me for real.
Rico. Big Prince of the South, ho. Smoking mean, smoking loud, OG. Kush cone down south, it's the draw for me. Run your mouth, put your ass in check. Fake nigga, get that buck out your chest. Get that buck out your chest. Get that buck out your chest. Fake ass nigga, get that buck out.